What's going on, y'all? I want to talk about Leandra Johnson. A lot of y'all probably have already heard she's been in the news lately for exposing the church and having a lot to say about the secrets that they swept up under the rug over the years. And so, I believe it all started with her being on Periscope, and she had a lot to talk about. I didn't watch all of the Periscope. I watched enough of it in order to, get my opinion on it. And she was drinking and cursing, and a lot of people had things to say about that, in the gospel music industry. And so it's been said allegedly that they took her off of the Essence Festival ticket for performing. And I'm not surprised about this at all, because I know that's just how the church works. It's like either you with them or you against them. And once you do something in their eyesight that's out of order, they want to suddenly disassociate themselves with you. That's just how it is with the church. And I say that to say this. When you're in church for a long period of time, and then when you're not going to church for a while, and when you decide to go back to church, so many people have something to say about you not being there. They want to talk more about you not being there rather than what's been going on with you. They're more concerned of an image, to keep the numbers up, to keep the members coming and stuff like that. The church has always been like just a big act to me personally. And I've never really been in church. I wasn't raised in church, but I've read the Bible. Of course, I have a relationship with God, and I'm spiritual. I have a spiritual, belief. And that's what I live by. And I pray. And, my faith is strong in God. And so that's really nothing that you have to prove to anybody, because at the end of the day, it's between you and God. But for her to get so much a backlash about something that she said that kind of stated the obvious. And it stated the obvious by the backlash she received from the church people. So, and people wonder why folks say things like that when they get out of church after being in church for so long. It's so much that they want to put up under the rug, but they want to, they want to put you in the spotlight for one thing that you did. Like they want that to stick out more than what the church has always been known for. And that's what I take an issue with church folks and, like they say, fake Christians. And a lot of people say, well, don't say fake Christians. There's no such thing as fake Christians, because ain't nobody perfect. Exactly. Ain't nobody perfect. But don't put on this image as a perfect Christian to somebody who's not so perfect in their life. I mean, none of us are perfect. We all fall short of the glory. At the end of the day, we all need Jesus. We all do. So there's no need for everybody to act like that they living this life and getting by on their own, and you've done it all on your own, because we haven't. At the end of the day, we all need Jesus, and it's just sad that it has come to this. But at the same time, it's good that it's out there in the spotlight, and I love it. And I ain't against her in no ways at all. I'm all for exposing it. I'm glad that she got on live and, said what she had to say and exposed them with the real and raw. And it was her that got on there and did it. It wasn't no hearsay, no undercover secret recordings of her saying certain things. It was her getting on there speaking about it. So I just like the way, I don't have a problem with the way she did it. So I'm not one of them that's going to get on here and bash her for going on her live and speaking against the church. And another thing I want to say real quick, because I'm in this video, I'm not going to speak too long on it. For when she spoke about people who looked down at her already, I mean, that's just how people be in everyday life. No matter what position you hold, you could be working in a department store, and the person that's in a higher position than you gonna always look down at you or want to treat you like you a peasant or something. That's just the way it is, period. But for a person to be like that who's in a church, like, that's not of God. That's not of God at all. You are not there for that. God appointed you to be the leader of the church and to speak his word and to try to save people He didn't appoint you to be up there and put yourself above every other human. Because just like she's doing a video like this and expressing herself in that way, they may end up doing it too in the future. So it's no need for them to get on there and just pick her out and use her as the person that they want to throw the stones at. Nobody can really throw stones at anybody because none of us are perfect. But I don't see her doing anything. I personally don't see anything that she did that was so wrong. I don't know. It's just me. I know that this going to go on, and many people going to have different opinions about it. And I can respect others' opinions as long as they respect mine. But, yeah, and then for them to want to, throw up the fact that she's going to be cut from this and that, and they not going to want her to perform here and there. Okay, so you didn't put her in that position, and you ain't going to take that from her. God blessed her with her beautiful voice. He anointed her. So don't think that you threatening her. You're not threatening her when you say things like that and speak on her life in that way. You only hurting yourself because that is not of God. I can see you disagreeing with something that someone do and you choose to disassociate yourself with them. That's one thing. But don't try to cut her down because of it. And, speak on her blessings and, like you taking something away from her. You're not hurting her. And it's funny that people think that way. You cannot take nothing away from someone that you didn't even bless them with. If you didn't bless me with it, you can't take it away from me. That's what's funny about people. I don't know. It's just sad that it's just sad that that's the image now that the church have and had for a long time. It's sad. I don't really have too much more to say about it. But I'm gonna let this video just run out. I was listening to some of her songs earlier. She have a beautiful voice. She's very anointed, and that was her calling. Doesn't necessarily mean she have to be a part of daily platforms. God gonna put her in position to do something bigger and better. When he closed the door on one thing, he's gonna open the door to something bigger and better. And I know she know that. She's a woman of God. I know she know that. And like I say, none of us are perfect, and we can judge all we want to. But at the end of the day, it's between her and God. And so he's dealing with all of us come Judgment Day on an individual level. I doubt it that she's going to go to hell over this hill. So people really need to stop it with the shenanigans, because it's really not that serious. And they really not hurting her. They not taking nothing from her. If anything, she's getting set up in a position to only go higher in life. I really believe it. I believe it for her because I see it playing out.